Hello, welcome back to another episode of 3D Drawing Through Modified Wagon. In today's lesson, we're going to look to fill up this hopper here. Now, if we look at the photos that we've got, they're pretty much it's filled with bits of old sleeper that they're using for jacking points. But some of them are stacked, relatively flat. I've got a picture where I can't show you from looking above it, but they look relatively flat. But there's a couple that are at different angles. So I'm going to try and show you how I can do that, creating that sort of random effect in here. They're not full width sleepers either, they're half width, so they're only going to go maybe halfway across. There's a bit of a gap down the middle, it's about a foot wide, and they don't fill this whole area up either. So we're going to start by creating separate bodies, and then we'll be copying those bodies across and then combining them all as one feature. Okay, so if we create a sketch on this inside surface here, I've done a bit of research on the internet and I could find that the most common size for sleepers are 250mm wide by 125mm deep by 2.6 meters across. So if we do a bit of sums on that, essentially what we're going to be having in this corner, I don't want this to snap, we're going to have a sleeper that's 1.7mm wide. Okay. I'm going to go for about 8mm in length, because as I say, they're cut down, they're not all the way across. I'm going to go about 8mm in length, and I'm not worried about defining its position, it's just got to be in the hopper here. I'm going to extrude it upwards by 0.85, which will give us the rough dimension of a sleeper there. Okay. Actually, come back to that, extrude there. Yeah, let's create a new body. Yes. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just copy these across. So if we right click on the body, and we can just copy them and then just paste them. Like this. Do you want them a bit closer? Yeah, maybe. Like that. Okay, and you can just go along and copy these all the way down here. Okay. The other option you could do is you could use your pattern tool and create a pattern off of the bodies. So if we create that one, hide that body 28 there, select the direction, and then pretty much fill this up with sleepers. I'm going to leave it there. 22 across 38mm. We've got a little gap in between them all. Okay. Now what we could do, just to create that bit of a random effect, if we edit that feature, and let's say we wanted to turn these two off. Okay. If we bring this body 28 back up, and we can move it. So if we drag this across, like this, and then we can rotate it as well. So let's say we want this one being put in at an angle, and where it's been left up against that one like that. Okay, so it's left leaning up against. Okay, make sure it's down enough. Let's come down a little bit. Okay, and what I'm going to do is we're going to do sectional analysis off of that face, just so that we can see its position. That's the analysis turning that on. So you can see how it's overlapping this one, but not that one. So if we just edit that feature here, I'm just going to change it slightly. So it's now cutting into there. Let's do that a little bit more that way, overlapping slightly in that point there. Okay. And then, you know, create a bit more randomness. That's pretty much level at this point. Let's just drag it across. And it's been dumped in like that. Okay. Okay, let's wait to catch up. Okay, let's do something different with that one there. Let's create 4028. Copy that again and paste it. Let's create that a bit more random. Ooh, what's it done there? Oh, that's joined. Okay. Let's cancel that. Edit this feature. That one there. That seems to have joined, and we don't want that. No, let's just leave it. Let's leave it doing that. We'll just pick up body 27. So copy that. Paste it. Okay, let's bring this across. Yeah, that's independent. Okay, we'll create a rotation that way. You can see what I'm trying to achieve. I'm just trying to make it look like it's just literally been, a couple of them have been thrown in on top. Just touching the bottom there. Probably want a bit more rotation that direction. Touching that corner. Yes, that corner's touching. I want this corner to be touching so that it prints better as well. So they are overlapping slightly, but again, you're not going to really notice this in any N-gauge at all. Even in double O, you might not notice. So these two here, I'm liking the way they look like these two just been thrown in on top, creating that random effect. Okay, now if we create another pattern here on, click the right button, pattern on 27 again, and the direction this time we're going to go across the wagon. Why is that going at an angle? That's a bit weird. Let's get rid of that. That's gone up. That one. So we're going across the wagon. Try again. Body 27. Direction across. Two of them. To be 8.7. Okay, and then I can pattern that pattern. Change it to a feature. Select that one. No, it won't do. Okay, can I go select that body. Yes. Direction. Okay, so there we've got those sleeves. You could, let's say we wanted copy this one back to, so let's label that. Body 27 was the initial one we had to start with. Copy, and then we'll paste it. Okay, and again, I'm going to create that random effect of another one just being thrown in on top. I want it to be touching as well, so they were 0.85, I think we said high. Okay, let's create a bit of rotation on it. That's the one. That's the one after. And then let's just have that floating on top there. Okay, so we're getting, you can sit here to your heart's content and just throw them in, range and rearrange them, take some out. So I mean, it's completely up to you how you go about this. Okay, and then what we're going to do is let's turn everything off except for the main body and those hoppers. Turn the analysis off. Okay, so keep the main body, that, and that, the W irons. Turn off the lifting lug, and then we can combine the main body as the target body, and then the tools, select 27, scroll down, shift down to 58, and tell it OK to join. One thing I have noticed while just looking at this is when we change the width, it's also changed this hole here. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to find that and change that in the sketch history. So just roll back through these. Okay, so let's do it back a bit more than that. Let's make sure that this constants to there is. Okay, so if this one here is causing a bit of a problem, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that. Is it already in the bottom? Yes, it is. Hide that cradle. Constrained there. Okay, so again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete that extrusion. Okay, I might not want to do that actually. Let's see if we can suppress that feature. Jump Okay, so yeah, that's working. So what I'll do is I'll just drill through on this now, like on the top surface. So if we create a sketch, we'll find that midpoint. We'll find the midpoint along here as well. So there's the midpoint. I can't remember what size we did, so let's do 2 millimeters. Define that. So it's locked into position. And then we can just drill this through with the extrude tool. Yes, we've got the hole all the way through, that's what we're after. Okay, so that's fixed that. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to leave that here for the moment because in that picture it's pretty much just sleepers in here. It's up to you how you want to go and individualize what you do with your sleepers. I might go in there and I might add one that goes down the length of the wagon, just laying down in here somewhere. Maybe one on the end here, leaning up at an angle. I'll just have a play with it in the future to make it a bit more random. So I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. Nice easy one there. Please make sure you press that like and subscribe button to make sure you're notified whenever I upload more videos. Thanks for watching.